Hello guys and welcome to today's video. So in today's video is going to be very interesting. We are going to make Alexa with Python in today's video. So it is going to be a pretty basic Alexa. So any beginner can learn this mini project and and get better with Python and make fun projects so that you get more interested in Python, right? So all of you must have heard about Alexa or let's say Google Voice Assistant, right? So we don't know how to make it. So in today's video, we are going to see how you can make it with your Python. Correct. So in today's video, we are going to use VS Code to run our Python code. First of all, open a folder inside your VS Code and then create a new file. So first of all, let me show you what we are going to make today and how it is going to look. Let me run and show you how it is going to look. Wait a moment. Okay. See. Alexa, what's the date?
You are my date but as a friend.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
A product manager walks into a bar, asks for drink. Bartender says no, but will consider adding later.
So we are going to make this kind of uh, Alexa, which are going to perform some basic operations for us. So let's get started with it. So first of all, we are going to make a Python file. We are going to name it alexa.py, or what you can name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Correct. So what we are going to do, we are going to import some packages which are already there. So you just have to use them. Correct. The first one is so to import any package, you have to write import and then you can say speech recognition, which is a package, and we are going to provide an alias name. Correct. So first package is your speech recognition, and also if you have not downloaded it, go on to the Google and search for speech recognition and use pip install to install this speech recognition into your Python. Correct. Then you can use the import statement. Correct. So the next one which we are going to use is your py text to speech. Correct. So why we are going to use this? So first of all, we are going to give some input, correct, our voice input, and then we are going to convert that into some speech, or let's say text, correct. So for that purpose, we are going to use this import statement, correct. So let's use this two for now. We are going to import many more, but let's do that later. The next thing what we want to do is, so we have to initialize our speech recognition, correct. So for that, what we can say, so let's say मेरी बात सुन. Correct. We want to say मेरी बात सुन. So we'll say सुन मेरी बात सुन. We are going to create a variable, and what we are going to say, we are going to use the sr, which is our alias name, and we are going to say recognizer. So now our speech recognizer is initialized. Correct. So now with sun we can say मेरी बात सुन. Correct. Then what we want to do, we want to convert this speech into some text. Correct. So what we can say, we want to convert this into some shabda. Correct. We want to convert this, so we can say py text to speech, which we are using, and we can say initialize it. So now our both the packages are initialized. Correct. So next thing what we want to do, we have to use some voice, correct, to listen to the Alexa. So we can say voices, or you can say awaz, anything you want to say. We can say shabda, which we just converted, correct, and we can say get property. So what this will do, it will get the property. So why we are doing this, so we are getting some voices which are already there in the package, correct. So mostly there are two voices, the one male audio and the second one is your female audio, correct. So next thing what we can do is we can say shabda, and then we can say set property. So now what we want to do, we want to set the voice, correct. So we can say voice, set the voice, which voice we want to use, and we have already initialized the voices, correct. So I want to use the first audio in my voices, correct, and we are initializing it with id, correct. So now there are mainly two audios, as I told you. So on the 0th index there is female audio, and in the first index there is male audio. So you can use whichever you want. Now next thing what we want to do, we want to convert what will Alexa speak, correct. So for that we'll make a function, we'll say definition, or we'll say bool. So now our Alexa will speak. and inside this we'll pass some text so that Alexa can speak that text. We'll say bowl, and then inside this bowl function, what do we want our Alexa to do? So we can say our shabda property, and we can say. So Alexa will say whatever is in the text, correct? Next thing what we want to do, we want to say that wait for the input, correct? So we can say shabda dot run and wait, correct? So it will run and then it will wait for the next input, correct? So this much is done. Now what we want to do, we want our Alexa to take some commands, correct? So for that purpose, what we can say, we'll just define a function and we can say take command, and inside this take command, what we can do is we'll take some command from the user, correct? So what commands can user give? So first of all, let's initialize this with some empty string so that it won't give us an error, correct? So after this we'll use try and catch block so that if there is no input, there is no error there, correct? So after this try block, what we want to do, we'll say with we want to take input from our microphone, correct? So we can say sr dot microphone, so it will take input from our microphone which we are using as a source, correct? As you can say source or whatever name you want to give, correct? So now it will take input from our source, correct? Then we'll say print, then you can print anything you want to do. बोल भाई सुन रही हूँ, बोल ना भाई, कितना टाइम लगाएगा, राइट? देन वी कैन से voice is equal to, so now we are going to make some voice, correct? So we can say sun, and then what we can say, listen. We can use listen property, and inside listen property what will pass, will pass source because input is coming from the source, correct? Then what we want to do, we want to pass some command, correct? So we'll say command is equal to, and inside command, from where command will come, so we can say sun dot we can say sun, and then we can use the property of recognize Google, correct? So we can use this property Google, and then with this Google we can just pass our voice, correct? So after doing this much, what we want to do, we'll convert this text into lower so that it doesn't give us any error, correct? Now so it is converted into lower, so we'll say if Alexa in command. So if there is Alexa in command, then only we want to proceed. We'll say command is equal to, so if there is Alexa in our command, then we'll just replace it with Alexa some empty string, correct? Then we'll just print our command, correct? And then after using our try block, we can use our exceptions. So you can create your exception on your own, whichever you want to use. So we'll just say exception, and which exception do we want to pass? So let's say we will just pass whatever the exception is raised, correct? And then we'll just return this command, correct? So now our take command is also created. Now what we want to do, we'll create a function, right, which will run on an infinite loop, correct? Because Alexa keeps on running, correct? So we'll just say def run Alexa, correct? So we'll create this function, correct? And when will we run it? So we'll say while true run Alexa, correct? So now inside this run Alexa, what will we do? We'll provide some if and else conditions, like if this is the input that user is giving, then give this output. Let's say if this is the input user is giving, give this output, correct? So let's start by a simple one. We can just say command, and then we can say take command. We have already made the take command, correct? So now it will take some command, and we can just print this command, correct? So let's try and run this. Hi Alexa. Okay, so it is working right now. So we know that our Alexa is running properly. Now let's provide some conditions. So first thing, what will we say? Let's say we want our Alexa to run some YouTube music, correct? So for that, you have to import some package. So which package you are going to import is, you have to import web browser package. So with the help of this package, we are going to open our browser window, correct? So when we'll say Alexa, play this song or this song, then it will play some song. So we can say if play is there in our command, then what we want to do, we want some song to be played, correct? So we can say take this song, and we'll use our command property and command variable, and we'll just say replace, and what do we want to replace? Play and empty string, correct? So now we have created our song variable, and now we want our Alexa to speak that, correct? So we can say playing plus song. So it will say I am playing this song, correct? Which the user gives as an input, correct? So now we'll put it in try and catch block so that it won't give us an error. We'll use our web browser package, and inside that we can use a method which is open new tab. So what this method will do, it will open something in our new tab. So where where do we want this to be open? So just take this string, which is our YouTube string, correct? So take this https YouTube string, and we'll just pass our song there. The song is passed as a query, so this song will be played, correct? So after that, let's give accept block. We'll raise an exception if in case the command is not executed. So say E, correct? So yeah, this is about it in our play command. Let's try and run this. Play wishes.
Playing wishes.
Okay, so now our YouTube is getting open and our music has been searched, correct? So Alexa is performing our first. Now what we want to do, let's first clear this out. Let's delete this. Yeah, now what we want to do, let's say next command, we try to Alexa will speak the time. If we ask what is the time, it should give us the time. So for that we have to import one more package. So we'll just say import date time, correct? So what we'll say, we'll say if, so what we want to do, if we say, if the user says that what's the time, if a time word is there in the command, then we want to, what we want to do, we just want our time to be that Alexa speaks the time, correct? So we'll use date and time, and inside date and time, what we can use, date and time dot now. So it will take the current time, right? So it has taken the current time, and we'll convert it in a more proper form, correct? So we'll say I, and then what we can say, we can say percentage m. So it will take the month, correct? After doing that, what we can just say, we can just say star p, correct? So now our time variable is initialized. So what we want to do, we just want our Alexa to speak. We'll say current time is, or let's say we can say खुद से नहीं देख सकता क्या, and we'll after roasting, we'll just shoot the time, correct? So over here set, let's use the first one, that you get the both the audios. Hi Alexa, what's the time?
Kud Esinahi Dex Octakia, 05:41 p.m.
So if you provide Hindi plain text, it will not speak as us, but yeah, it will speak. Correct. So now our time is working. Next thing what we want to do. So let's say uh, let's do something you know silly, because users will say something silly only. So boys will say, are you single? Come on. So you can just say bol. You can say I am single but not for you. Correct. So it will just speak that. Are you single, Alexa?
I am single but not for you.
Okay. So you can provide various if conditions and you can say whatever you want it to say, right? So next thing, we can also use some jokes. So there is also one package for jokes only, which provides us with jokes. So we can say import. It will be some lame jokes, but yeah, works. So after use importing the lame jokes, what we can just say, now that we have initialized our jokes, so what we can say, uh, we can say, let's use else if everywhere. We have used ifs everywhere. We can say elif is there is a joke in the command. So what we want to do, if there is a joke in command, so we'll just use our bool method, and inside bool method what we can say, uh, the package we imported, and there is a method of get joke which we'll use. So it will just speak the joke for us. Hi Alexa, tell me a joke.
In C we had to code our own bugs. In C++ we can inherit them.
Okay, so it was coders will get it. It's a lame joke, but yeah. So next thing what we can say, what you can use anything that you want to do. Let's use some informative sessions also, correct? So let's import Wikipedia. So let's say we are asking Alexa for some person, or let's say some organization, and we want to know that what it is. So if user asks that what, or let's say what is, or let's say who is, we'll use who is. So if user is asking that who is Narendra Modi ji, correct? So we'll just say it is asking for a person, correct? So we can say we'll say replace it, or we can say who is we have provided, correct? Correct. So user will ask who is Shri Narendra Modi. So we want some information to be printed, correct? Or let's say we want our Alexa to speak some information. So we'll use our Wikipedia, and inside it there is a method which is summary. So summary will give some summary. Inside this will pass the person which has been searched for, correct? So now we have the information in our info variable. So we can just print the information. We'll say info, and we can also say bold. We can say info. So it will speak the info out loud, correct? Let's try and run this. Hi Alexa, who is Narendra Modi?
Narendra De Modardas Modi, Gujarati, Nent Mod DS Modi, born September 17, 1950, is an Indian politician who has served as the 14th Prime Minister of India since May 2014.
Correct. It will give us some information about the person. So you can use this Wikipedia package to do much more. You can also modify it to give some information on organization, or let's say some coding outputs, or let's say some topics. Correct. You can do whatever you want to do with Wikipedia package. Correct. So let's say next thing what you want to do. So we have also set some jokes. We have set some if we ask the time, it can ask time. So we'll just give some goofy commands. We'll say, are you a beautiful fool? Because boys will do this only, I know. So we'll provide some commands for it only. We'll say कुछ नहीं होगा भाई तेरी तन्हाई का. Hi Alexa, are you a beautiful girl?
Kuch nahi hoga by Terry Tanhai Ka.
Okay. It will give us some output. So let's say you can also modify your Alexa to give you some date output. So we can ask what is your date, or let's say user is asking for date. You can modify Alexa to uh, speak date out loud also. You can just use this time and date and time package, but let's say user is asking for some date. I will go on a date, but as a friend. Correct. कहानी घर घर की. Hi Alexa, will you go on a date with me?
I will go on a date with you but as a friend.
Okay. So you can do that also. So we have done that, and let's say if there is no, Alexa is not able to recognize what you have been speaking, so we can just say फिर से बोल भाई समझ नहीं आया क्या है क्या. So let's say user gives any audio input which is not there in this if else statements. So then it will print this. Alexa तू बेकार है.
First ball by Samaj nahi aya gunga hai kia.
Okay, so it will work
First
now.
ball by Samaj nahi aya gunga hai kia.
Yeah, so it is working properly. Yeah, so this is about it. You can make your own Alexa, and you can modify it according to your own. This is a fun way to make a new project, so you can use this. So yeah, I hope you have learned something new in this video, and if you like to see some more videos like this, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.